If you've been struggling to take your career to the next level, I'm betting one of the 4 things we're going to talk about in today's video is the culprit. And all 4 of these facets are things you cannot afford to ignore. It's next on Till We Make It. I'm Mike Quackenbush, and this is Till We Make It. Right here on my channel, I make videos for fellow professional wrestlers at every single stage of their careers. Whether you're just taking the plunge right now and signing up for a training class, or already in your apprentice phase. Maybe you're in the meaty middle of what's shaping up to be a long-tenured career, or enjoying veteran status while looking for ways to stay relevant and inspired. No matter what the case might be, I'm here for you. And if you're down with that, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and join the Till We Make It tribe. Subscribe right now. Today's video is sibling to a video that I made 6 or 7 months ago here on the channel called No Free Passes. And if you missed that one, don't sweat it. I'll link you to it at the end of today's video. Stay tuned for that. But in short, what I talk about is this sort of phenomenon. I'll give you an example. When you are struggling to learn a vertical suplex in class and your coach comes up and says, you know what, you're so small, you're never going to be suplexing anyone anyway. So how about this? You don't have to learn the suplex. In that case, you just got handed a free pass. And today's video is sibling to that because what I want to have a little bit of real talk about are the excuses, the justifications, and the rationalizations that we use throughout our journeys as professional wrestlers. No one is more guilty of this than myself. But these are instances in which we are sacrificing our long-term improvement and gains at the altar of short-term satisfaction. And it's time for us to be accountable for these things, myself included. I'm going to hold my own feet to the fire as we go. Are you ready? Before we dive into this first one, please take 1 second and give me 1 tap of your finger and leave a like-a-palooza on this video. Thanks for doing it. Okay, up first, we're going to have a frank conversation about why you aren't getting to training more. And as someone who has trained wrestlers for more than 20 years now, but was once the trainee going to class, I've heard just about every excuse, justification, and rationalization out there. And we're going to start to combat them right now. So why aren't you going to training class more often? Well, it seems like I never get enough ring time when I'm there. Okay, but some ring time is better than no ring time. Well, I don't think the coach likes me very much. Maybe. So make it your mission at the very next class to put in the kind of work that will make this coach see you in a brand new light. Well, I can't go to class today because I didn't wash my elbow pads from the previous training session, and I don't want to be the person stinking it up in the ring. Gotcha. I used to wear elbow pads and knee pads to every training class too. But what I discovered was, after a period of 3 months where I wore no pads, I had toughened up my skin enough that I never got mat burn on my elbows or my knees again, and I haven't worn pads to training in over 22 years. Well, I don't like to go to training because the commute is so long. There's too many too many transfers, a bus or train or other method of transportation. That's what I'm trying to say to you right now. That's why I don't want to go to training class. Okay, I get that. When I have to go to training each and every week, my commute is 75 minutes long. So you know what I've done? I've stocked up on podcasts where that's the average run time. So that if I want to get caught up on my favorite podcast, you know what I got to do? I got to make the drive to the Wrestle Factory. This way, I look forward to the commute instead of dreading it. I don't like going to training because it feels like we just do the same things over and over again. And that may be true, but getting in those reps is what keeps you sharp. And you never want to be the dullest blade in any locker room. Make this your mantra the same way I made it mine after my maestro, Jorge Rivera, instilled it in me. The success of a professional wrestler is in their training. So tell me, what do you use? What's your excuse? What's your justification or rationalization? Put it for me down below in the comments. Hold yourself accountable. We all have these things built up. Ways that we wiggle and weasel our way out of things that maybe for a moment we don't feel like we should be doing, even though we know it's the right thing to be doing. And these excuses and rationalizations are career killers. They are keeping you from being able to realize your full potential. Here's the second one. Why are you cheating on your diet? Just speaking that out loud, I am already feeling the guilt because this is my real Achilles heel. I have a plan. It has a cheat day built into it, and yet I will also cheat on my diet on other days. And I will use just about any excuse or justification to do this. I am confessing this to you out loud. I am saying it in part so that you hear it, but also so that I hear myself saying it out loud. I will find any excuse, and it's usually to celebrate something. Like earlier this week, I looked, and you know what? I've got more than 12,000 subscribers on my channel right now. That's a great achievement. You know what, Mike? You should celebrate. And nothing says celebrating like an extra large Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Blizzard from the Dairy Queen that's right up the street. Why don't we go get one of those right now, even though we know it's 4.5 trillion calories over the diet plan? That is my Achilles heel. It felt good actually to say that out loud. Thank you for allowing that. What about you? What are the excuses and rationalizations you use to cheat on your diet? Are you one of those that does this mental math? Well, I'm going to do a little bit of this today, but then I'm going to change what I do tomorrow and it's going to balance out. I'm going to add some here and subtract some over here, and then everything is going to be fine. What's the thing? Why are you cheating on your diet? Before I crack open this next one, I want to tell you about my personal goal for this year because I need your help. It is my goal to reach 100 patrons this year, and it is only through the ongoing support of my awesome patrons that I'm able to keep this a weekly channel. So if you value what I publish here, please consider supporting me over on Patreon. There's a link down below in the descriptus. Another will pop up on screen at the end of today's video. Not only will you help me to keep this a weekly channel while joining this awesome roll call of patrons, you'll also begin to unlock hundreds of exclusives like podcasts, excerpts from my books, essays about wrestling that I've written, and more than 137 exclusive videos that you'll never see here on the channel. Just take a quick look at my Patreon page, look at the 3 different levels at which you can pledge, and if you're in a position to do so, I could use your help on my way to achieving my goal this year of 100 patrons. I bet this next one is killing some of your career momentum right now, and you may not even realize it until you hear it spoken out loud. So, why aren't you networking harder? Why aren't you keeping the lines of communication open between yourself and key people in your professional network? Yeah, it's work. It's right there in the word networking. Why aren't you doing it? I'll tell you why I don't do it. I'll tell you what I say to myself every time I'm trying to weasel out of it. I tell myself, nobody wants to hear from me anyway. I'm being a bother. What do you say to yourself? Tell me, hold yourself to account down below in the comments. What's the excuse or rationalization that you use so that you don't have to send that text message, make that phone call, write that email? And acknowledge it for what it is. It's an excuse and you need to get past it because it's holding your career back to not work your network harder. Reach out, be friendly, upbeat, maybe a little bit cheeky in your messaging, and never use qualifying language like, I know I'm being a pest, but I'm sorry to be such a bother about this. Eliminate that. Be direct and professional, friendly and upbeat, and maybe a tad cheeky. You're going to get the best results possible 99% of the time. And that 1% that you don't doesn't excuse you from doing the work of the other 99. We've still got one to go, and I bet you felt it coming around the corner the whole time we've been doing this video, huh? So, why haven't you been hitting the gym more? I know, it's a challenge, and I know some of the excuses and rationalizations because I've used them myself. Oh man, my arms are so sore from yesterday's workout, I can't possibly go again. Yeah, you know what? Today's probably a good day to do legs instead. Oh, all my gym clothes are in the laundry. I have nothing to wear. I can't go to the gym like this. Sounds to me like you're going to go shopping on your way to the gym. Just rip the tags right off. You can cut the little plastic thingies off after the workout's over. Go shopping, go to the gym, get it done. Not doing that kind of work is keeping you from making it at a bigger level. And I bet that's probably true of virtually every single person watching right now, including the guy talking to you. So, what do you tell yourself? What's the excuse you make up so you don't have to go to the gym? Hold yourself to account, drop it down below in the comments. And on each of these 4 topics, these 4 facets of potential career-killing behaviors, where can you start to improve? What is the area in which you're willing to start sacrificing for the sake of seeing your career ascend to a higher level? And if you want to put that down below so you can always come back here and reference it, do it. You need to come back here and rewatch this video to feel motivated again, do it. Appearing on screen right now is the video I alluded to before about free passes, and I think you should watch this one too if you haven't already. And then it's the link to my Patreon. You know my goal for this year is to reach 100 patrons, and I won't make that goal without your help. If you're able to support my work, please do so by following the link on screen.